Hi guys, happy Monday. Just wanted to post on here and give you guys a rundown of how we are going to do things moving forward as we jump into our second week of online schooling. I know that we are all adjusting and adapting and being flexible to all of this. Still kind of new and trying to figure everything out. But just wanted first and foremost to say thank you to you guys. You've been already being flexible and adjusting and adapting this semester with the back and forth and all the wonderful subs you've had and all the time with Ms. Shutt and Mr. Bombsall stepping in, which has been really, really awesome. So I am grateful to be back with everybody, even if it is just online. I so wish I was back with you guys in our kitchen. I will never complain about our kitchen again. Now I'm grateful that we have one at school and wish we were back in it. But until then, we are just going to do our best and move forward as best we can. I've gotten a lot of questions and a lot of concerns over the last week about how cooking is going to happen moving forward. And if you guys are going to lose points, if you can't cook at home, if you can't get the ingredients, if you can't go to the store, and financial obligations since you already paid your class fee, please do not stress over this. You will not get docked any points and your grade will not go down if you are not able to cook at home or if you're not able to get all your supplies that you need from the grocery store or anything like that. We know this is a stressful time for everybody. We know that the grocery stores are crazy right now, and you guys will not be held to that standard because it is a completely different standard than if we were at school. So each week there's going to be a variety of ways. Some will involve cooking, some will not, for you to be able to earn all of your points. And so we are just going to be as flexible as we can. The main thing I ask for everyone is just continue to communicate with me as best as you possibly can. You guys did a great job of that last week. So just keep that up and we will just keep plugging away every day. So for this week and moving forward, this is how this is going to look. Here is an awesome template that we've put together to kind of keep everybody organized and kind of lay it out for you guys for the week. So every Monday I'll post a video explaining what the week is going to look like, then with each day broken down as just a suggestion of how to move along. But it's going to have due dates, it's going to have different topics, it's going to have different upcoming things, just different tips and tricks for you guys. So then you can check in on Mondays and then plan your week accordingly. So how this is going to work is Mondays, I just expect you guys to get logged in to Google Classroom, listen to this video, and check the week upcoming and organize yourselves. Figure out what you need to make a priority and how your schedule is going to go amongst school and all the other obligations that you have. So for this week, we are moving along as we would at school. We would normally have our International Foods unit. So please don't freak out if you are reading International Research Project. Okay, we will go through each of it step by step. So apologies, we will not be getting to choose from the variety of yummy recipes that we normally hear about that you guys all get to cook, but there is an extra credit cooking opportunity that you can take advantage. Again, please do not stress about that. If you cannot take advantage of that, it is not required. It is not going to make your grade go down if you cannot complete it. It's just an opportunity out there for you should you be able to and should you need something else to do this week. So how this is laid out on Google Classroom for you, here is the rubric. So International Foods Research Project, worth 40 points. While we examine all of the different factors that influence our food choices, one of the most prominent factors of all is the culture that we inhabit. Your job is to examine an international country, and you guys can choose any country of your choice, and determine how a variety of factors influence the foods that they choose to eat. You will be researching common foods, the climate, and traditional food preparation techniques. You'll need to use 2 to 3 sources while researching, and you're going to include them and cite your sources. Okay, so the rubric is broken down step by step. First, identify a country you would like to research. You and your family might have family ties or specific ties or travel ties to this, or it could be somewhere completely new. It's absolutely up to you. Then step 2, you guys are going to put together either a Google Slides presentation or a PowerPoint, and we have made it as easy as possible and just broken it down slide by slide suggestions. You guys will also notice in this posting that there is an example project. So I will go through that in just a minute, but it kind of puts into context all this that we are talking about here. So the title of your slide, what country you're researching, what you want to title your project, and your name. Then gonna tell us the country and the location. So include a picture on a map of where this is at. Slide 3 is the geography and climate of the country and how it affects food and diet. What is the weather like? What are the growing conditions like? What are the harvesting seasons like? What is planting season like? Just different things that are going to influence the lands and capability to grow, and what is in that region that they have access to and what isn't. Slide number 4, culture and how it affects food and diet. Okay, include pictures that represent their culture. Okay, it could be very family based, it could be tradition based, it could be historical based, it could be based on celebrations, based on specific ages, based on specific seasons or times of the year, just different things like that all over the world that we can highlight. Number 5, then comes our food part. You're going to highlight cultural food and explanation of how food relates to the culture. Include 3 to 4 staple foods, common regional foods. So we'll get to our example here in just a minute so you can see what that looks like. Number 6, copy and paste a traditional recipe for a dish that is common in the country or region that you're researching. Please note, within the recipe, highlight and explain one traditional food preparation method that you found from your research. Okay, so please pick something that for extra credit you could actually make or you would want to make if you choose to prepare that food. Again, that is not required and your grade will not go down if you do not cook it. You are going to find that traditional recipe, whether it's online, whether you guys have it at home in your own kitchen, or whether you need to reach out to a family member or a friend to find that. And then one traditional food preparation method specific to that country, that culture, that region. And number 7, you are going to find a video of someone making the recipe you found for slide 6. There's no length requirements or anything like that, but the video needs to demonstrate the recipe and a traditional food preparation method enough that should you be choosing to make this for your extra credit opportunity, you know how to make that, you know how to follow along. We're not in class to do demos or to give you tips or tricks on how to prepare any of these recipes. So this is your chance to find that. It can either be a link on YouTube, or if this is something that you and your family make or you and your friends make, you can certainly make your own video and upload your own video depending on your time or your resources for the week. Okay, get your family involved. That could be something fun for you guys to do this week if you need something else to fill your time. Okay, please don't forget answering these 3 questions about your video. What specific skills did you learn? That would help you make this recipe at home, or highlight highlight specific skills that you put into the video if you make this video yourself, or if you record a family member doing it and you learn from someone in your family how to do it. Number 2, 2 to 3 tips that you have to remember when making the recipe yourself. And then number 3, any preparation methods that were unusual or different from what we are used to here in America. And last but certainly not least, your last slide, your bibliography. Just please copy paste 2 to 3 sources that you use throughout your research. No specific formatting, just making sure those sources are legitimate and you copy paste where you found it. I know everyone knows how to copy paste and especially finding the motivation to get through this week, but please put the information in your own words as if you were having a conversation in class. Hey, tell me how to prepare this recipe. What country did you look up? What is their geographic region like? Okay, I know some of them are very difficult to put into your own words, so as much as possible, please make this project your own. Then, if you have the time and the resources, by no means am I saying rush out to the grocery store if you are staying home, staying safe, not wanting to expose yourself or any family members, or if you don't have the time or the means, or there aren't the supplies at the grocery store. We know there's a lot going on right now. That's completely fine, but there is an extra credit opportunity. And like I said, every week we will have different opportunities related to front of house or back of house methods in cooking and restaurant and catering industry to be able to get these points. So it's not just cooking based. If you'd like to prepare the recipe you found for your research project, here are the ways to do it. Make sure you take pictures of mise en place and the final product and one in between of you making the recipe to receive full credit. Page 2, here's the rubric I will use to grade your project, and here is where you put your information for your extra credit. Okay, your pictures and your questions. Also posted is an example research project. Okay, they researched Mexico, location picture on the map. Here's a description of the geography and the climate, what can and can't be grown, what the seasons are like, and what they have access to. Here's the culture. Okay, what influences the food, family traditions, and different celebrations going around with that, again, including pictures. The cultural food, here are the staple items, okay? How they're made, what they're made for, why they're staple items. Here's a traditional recipe. Again, making sure that you have all the steps and all the ingredients should you choose to prepare this for extra credit, not required. Here's the recipe video, how to prepare it. They found a video on YouTube and then answered the 3 questions. And again, the bibliography, just citing their sources, just copy pasting those links. Okay, so I wish you all the best of luck this week. Upcoming topics as we move forward, we will start covering things, continue to cover things as if we were actually in class. Next week is our breakfast unit, and I'm so sorry that we will not be there to cook every single day. And we know this is a stressful time for everybody right now. So again, we are providing, moving forward, lots of opportunities of different ways to earn points, whether it's cooking, whether it's cleaning, recipe planning, instructional videos, what have you. And we will just move forward one day at a time. Thank you all so much. Please don't hesitate to contact me should you need any support academically or personally right now. Email is best way. I will be available online to you guys every single day, but how it's going to be again is watching the video, checking in, planning for yourself for the week. Tuesday, start working on your project, pick your country, decide if you're going to do your cooking or not. Wednesday, check in. How's it going? Do you need to email me with any questions? Just kind of see where you're at. Again, if you're going to do the extra credit opportunity, or make sure that you can find all the information to finish your project. Thursday, still working on your project. And no later than Thursday, just for time constraints, making sure if you know if you're going to do the extra credit or not, making sure you can safely get to the store and purchase the items that you need. Your project is due on Friday this week, and the extra credit as well. So moving forward, it will always be a video and agendas and requirements posted Monday. I will be available every day of the week. We will have a check-in on Wednesdays, and assignments will be due on Fridays. Okay, thank you guys so much. I will chat with you next week. Be kind, wear your seatbelt, make smart choices. Have a wonderful week.